Hi, here I'm going to show a video how to create a virtual machine, and then we're going to install the Neverware CloudReady operating system. So that's a Chrome operating system. So if you wanted to do any demos or you wanted to test Chrome, a good way to do it is using a virtual machine. So I have a VMware Workstation here, so I'm going to use that by way of creating a virtual machine. So I go to Workstation, say New Virtual Machine. Okay, so I'll do Custom. There's some specific requisites. This is a slightly older version of Workstation, but still, that works fine. So I'm going to install the operating system at a later date. So prior to this, I prepared a USB key using the CloudReady software. So it basically builds a USB key that you can then use to image. All the details for that are on the Neverware CloudReady website. So you say the virtual machine is Linux, so 3.x or above. I'll call the virtual machine CloudReady 2, as I already have a CloudReady, and that's where it's going to store that virtual machine. I'm just going to go 2 processors and 2 cores, make sure it's decent. In terms of memory, recommendation is at least 2 gig, so I'll assign that. I'll use NAT. My networking, default LSI. From a disk point of view, I'm going to change it to SATA. I'm going to create a new virtual disk. I'm going to store it as a single file, and I'll make it no more than 16, just in case it expands with updates over, over a period of time. That's what the virtual machine would be called. I'm happy with that. So before I finish it, I'm just going to do some customizations to the hardware. So first things first, I'm going to disconnect the CD drive. I don't have one. I'm happy with that. USB controller, USB version 3. And from a display point of view, on Accelerate 3D Graphics. I'll close that. There's one thing you still need to do from a BIOS point of view is go back into Settings, and you'll now see the Advanced tab, which you don't see. You don't see that Options tab when you're creating the machine. So now we have that. I can come to Advanced and boot with FE. So I'll do that. So this point is where you need to be quite quick, because what we're going to do is we're going to power on the virtual machine, but we want to attach the USB drive to it. If it doesn't work, don't worry, you can restart the virtual machine, it should catch it. So when you do power, you can't just power it on, you need to power onto firmware. So whilst that's occurring, I then need to go in, go into VM, go to removable devices, USB, and connect that. So hopefully that's been quick enough. So as that virtual machine powers up, it should detect that that USB drive is there and give me the option to boot from it. Okay, so if we click there you go, USB device. So I'm going to boot from that. Now this little process itself can be a little bit slow, so you have to be a little bit patient. Sometimes there's a short delay with the boot process from the key and it's starting the CloudReady operating system, and then it does the installation, which may take like 5–10 minutes. So I won't record all of that, but I'll just ensure that it kicks off, and then you'll see what it should look like, so you've got something visually to compare to if you're trying this yourself. Okay, so there you can see CloudReady installer. So it's going to raise the hard drive and basically install. So I'll do that. As I say, this process, in my experience, it's not necessarily always taking 20 minutes. Once it completes, the virtual machine will disconnect and power down, and then I can remove that USB key from my machine, then power it up normally, and go through either a logon or an enterprise enrollment into my Google Admin console. So hopefully that was of use. Thanks for your time.